Hello, fellow traders. It's Nutty Bar, and this is December 22nd on a Monday, and this is a video that I need to do. This is a video that I'm gonna review the funding ticks changes, and I cannot warn people loud enough about funding ticks. Please, please, please do not use funding ticks. So many red flags. And before we go any further, first of all, I just wanted to say that I want to take accountability for being an affiliate with Funding Ticks, and it hurts me. And I'm really, really sorry that I was ever affiliated with Funding Ticks. They made this change last Tuesday. I believe it was. No, was it Wednesday? Tuesday or Wednesday of last week. I tried my best. I reached out to every single person that I had contact with Funding Ticks, voicing my displeasure and that this needs to be fixed and changed. This is unacceptable. And I was just literally ignored. And I officially requested I do not want to be affiliated with you guys anymore, and that I'm going to warn as many people as I can. I take accountability for what I did or anyone that I got involved into Funding Ticks. I'm sorry. And it hurts. Trust in my integrity is very, very important to me. And I feel like I let you guys down. So I got to do better going forward. And one thing that I've decided is I will no longer be affiliated with these Forex people, prop firms that are coming over into the futures. On the future side of it, I'm just not doing it. I'm seeing a trend. They're coming in with the glitz and the glamour, and then they change all the rules, and it's just, I don't like it one bit, and I'm not going to be affiliated with them anymore. And I'm just going to be insanely picky about who I get affiliated with. It's just, this here is not worth it. I think, it's just not worth it. All right, I'm going to go in. I'm going to show you guys what Funding Ticks changed, what to be aware of. And then I'm also going to talk about if you still have Funding Ticks accounts, what to do. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, kind of what my plan is. And then you guys can do whatever you want. At this point, if you want to do chargebacks, honestly, I would not blame anybody for doing chargebacks. I personally am not going to do that, but I think it's a valid chargeback. One thing I say always is prop firms having to change their rules, I think, is part of it. And I think prop firms do sometimes have to change some of their rules. And I understand that. I don't always like it, but I understand it. But what really is unacceptable here is, A, they made it retroactive. But B, almost what makes it worse is they made it retroactive, but they also didn't even give you a chance. They didn't even give us a chance to follow the new rules. It was just, they just blanket removed profits, and you didn't even have a chance like, hey, going forward, here's the rule. It's just, boom, that's it. And it's just unacceptable. And quite honestly, it's crazy that they think they can get away with this. And at this point, if they don't make some changes and if they don't revert some of this, they deserve to go under the way they're handling this. All right, let's dive in. Let's talk about what they changed. There's really just one rule that we really are going to talk about. But the 25K, the 50 and 100 and 150K, they did increase some of the drawdown. Basically, you can see here. But the main issue is only scalping profits of 1 minute or longer are counted towards all master accounts on all Funding Ticks trading models. That is insane. So basically, if you enter a trade on NQ and in the first minute you're up $600 and at 55 seconds you take profit of your $600, too bad, doesn't count. They will remove those profits. And if you did that at any point on the current accounts that you still have, they go back and remove those profits. So on December 10th, like this rule change came out December 17th. If on December 10th, you had a sick trade where it immediately hit your profit in 30 seconds and you took the profit up, too bad, that profit is now gone. That is insane. And we should be upset. Like, that is unacceptable, completely unacceptable. And I relayed that exact thing to them. But again, they just ghosted me, didn't even reply. It's an 80% reward split now. And to count, they went from 5 profitable days to 6 profitable days. I mean, there's so many red flags here. They're obviously financially in trouble, or they wouldn't make these kind of changes. It's just, there's so many red flags. Like I said, please, whatever you're doing, do not buy new accounts. Like, please. All right, now, going forward, I'm going to talk a little bit about, actually, I'm going to show you guys, I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of what this looks like. So this is my current dashboard with my Funding Ticks accounts. Now, when these rule changes came out, I'm no longer showing these accounts in my live stream just because I don't want to promote them whatsoever. But I decided this is how I'm going to trade these accounts going forward. I'm going to try my best to get a payout. I am going to try to hold my trades for longer than a minute. I'm going to do everything I can to get a payout and take money from these guys. But I am not buying any new accounts, and I'm definitely not promoting them. So just, if you want to do chargebacks, I think it's totally valid. I decided not to. I don't do chargebacks. But again, if you want to do that, I think it's totally valid. So I decided, you know what? I'm at least going to try to get a payout and see what happens. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? And basically, I'm trading these accounts super, super aggressive. And hey, if I make it to a payout, great. If I don't, I could care less. And I'll never trade with them again. And I'll just move on with my life. But here, I actually want to show you guys, I actually tested. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like if you make trades. This is what it looks like under a minute. I did this just kind of as an example. So silver, yeah, I'm trading silver. That's how much I care about these accounts. I'm trading silver, which is insane. But look at this. So I purposely traded 4 trades here that I traded under a minute long. You can see $400, $800, $1,000. So we had what? About $1,200 in profits here. And you can see this little exclamation mark comes up and it says high frequency trading trade style, contact support for more details. And trust me, they're just going to tell you, oh yeah, we don't allow that. Those profits are void. But yeah, basically they voided these profits. And I can show you that because if I click on this, it shows I made $2,163 today. But if I go to my Trade-Evate, my Trade-Evate shows I made $3,500 because they voided those that are less than a minute. So just, that's how it works. That's how they do it. They just go in and wipe the trades. And they do that retroactively, looking back for as long as you've had your account. And it's just, honestly, it's insane. Like if we go back, like right here, back on December 9th, I made $20. Too bad. High frequency trade. Boom, it was voided. Next, going back here. $24 voided, $20 voided, $35 voided. That's how they do it. They just go back and void those trades. But here's the catch. If it was a loss, if it was a losing trade, that's fine. They will leave those. That's not a problem. And even worse, I think on the trades they void, it still affects your end of day drawdown. So if you made $1,000, they will remove the profits, but it still keeps your end of day drawdown as that high. It's like the scammiest thing I've ever seen. So consider yourself warned. Please, please do not use funding ticks, and tell your friends. Spread this, in my opinion, especially as affiliates. If you have other affiliates out there that you guys support, and if they're not talking about this funding ticks change, if they're not talking about it as loudly as possible, call them out. Call them out and hold them accountable, because every single affiliate should be extremely loud on this. Like, it's not okay to just stay silent. That's my opinion, but if you are willing to promote them at one point, then you better be willing to also warn people when they start doing stuff like this. So hopefully, I just really hope that most of you weren't that affected by it. And for me, I learned a lesson. I need to do better with who I'm affiliated with, and that's on me. So anyway, that's all I got. I hope this helped, and I hope, I don't know. Also, one thing I wanted to say, if funding ticks comes out tomorrow and is like, actually, we're going to roll back that change. We understand they're going to do this whole blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, we understand now. We're going to roll back that change. Yeah, I'm sorry. They've made their bed. I'm totally done with them. I don't care what they do. The fact that they were willing to do this and they were silent for over a week, that's all I need to know. And I don't care what they say or do. I'm out. So, and I would recommend steering clear regardless what they do. But again, thanks again for your guys' support, and I'll try to do better in the future. Thank you, and God bless.